Hey Google, home defense.
What's up, guys? I got cut off yesterday, no, that was earlier this morning, I think. I don't remember when that was. At some point, I think it was this morning, I got cut off when I was talking to you. My battery died and I didn't change it out while I was driving, so I apologize for that. But basically, the drive down yesterday was awesome. I had a really good dinner at the log cabin. It was phenomenal. I'll probably go back there tonight, maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I think what I was saying was it was just beautiful up here. Nice country rural road that I was on for the last bit of my trip was just amazing. It is definitely beautiful. Passed some pretty cool stuff and made it here okay. Hung out for a little bit, did some studying last night, and then today we did our first day of class. And our class it's pretty awesome. I think there's a total of like 20 students or something like that. And we split up into two different groups. We were on two different ranges, and it's pretty cool, man. Today this is an instructor's course, so by the end of it, as long as I am what I need to be, then I will get another certification to teach more material, or teach material that I teach a different way, the USCCA way. But yeah, I'll be blessed off by the USCCA to teach their curriculum for defensive handgun fundamentals. But today was kind of like just working through what the material is as a student, kind of. And then the next 2 days are going to be teach backs and, making sure we understand it, we can teach it, we're good on it, all that kind of stuff. So it should be pretty interesting. We did about somewhere between 400 and 500 rounds today. Everyone shot a little bit different amount of rounds because we were basically loading our magazines up to anywhere between 50 and 70% capacity. And we all had different size magazines, obviously, because we're shooting different guns. But so some of us shot a little bit more. I think I shot 500 rounds today, maybe, give or take a few. But we did quite a bit of shooting, did some really good drills. Holy shit, that was some cool lightning. We did some really cool drills that I'm definitely wanting to incorporate, even in just my own personal training. Some really good stuff. Our class is pretty well suited for this stuff. So far from what I've seen, everyone's a pretty advanced shooter, so we didn't have really any slow pace stuff, really any hiccups. I mean, we slowed it down just to make sure everyone's on the same page and whatnot, but we were pretty much running and gunning off the bat, a little bit of let's make sure we're doing this right for safety, and then we went with it. But it was a really good day. We ended up a little early. Typically we're supposed to go to like 7 o'clock, but it's raining and shitty and nasty out right now, so we had a hard stop for 4 anyway, but we were done with our curriculum because we moved so fast through it anyway. So we are on our way now to go check out USCCA headquarters, which I am super excited about. It's going to be pretty cool. We weren't sure if we were going to get the opportunity. It says when you sign up for it, you get the opportunity, since it is, in Wisconsin, and that's where headquarters is. But with COVID and everything, like, it wasn't planned, but they pulled some strings and we're heading there now, so that should be pretty cool. I don't know that I'll be able to take a camera or anything, but I'll definitely give you the scoop when I get out. But I am definitely pretty excited. So far, I've met Mr. Fisher. I believe it's Fisher. I'll double check that. But the big bald guy you see on all of the freaking ads and shit on Facebook, that's who greeted us this morning. So we met him, and he gave us some info and whatnot, and then we went and split up and met our instructors. I was fortunate enough to get a instructor I've already had and I'm familiar with, so that was pretty cool. Beth Alcazar, she is a instructor that taught my CCHDF course. Her and her husband were doing that for us, along with a couple of other cadre down there. But So I'm with Beth, and we have Derek, who's been doing this course since before USCCA adopted it. So he is super familiar with the material. We're in good hands. He's kind of a floater going back and forth and helping the other instructors and whatnot. So he's just kind of floating around, but it's been awesome training. I've learned a lot. I'm pretty excited to be able to bring it to you guys, and I'll let you know how headquarters goes. See you. What's up, guys? You'll probably see it as I'm pulling out. I just did my tour at headquarters of Delta Defense, which is the parent company for USCCA. And a lot of you might think this is kind of dumb or whatever, but I'm a super like weird, geeky, nerdy kind of person. So that kind of stuff is really cool to me, to be able to come and see, you know, that. And I apologize for the GPS. It's probably going to get kind of annoying. But I have no freaking clue where I'm at, so I need it to get me situated. I'm about an hour away from where I'm staying, because this was the opposite direction of where I'm staying from where we're shooting, so yay that. But no, it was awesome, and I'm glad that we got that experience, which is really why I wanted to come up here to do a course at headquarters. And I'm sure I'll probably be up here more, and I say that not because I, you know, think highly of myself or anything like that. I really, if I didn't love this company before and what they stand for, like now I'm really sold on being an instructor with them, and hopefully partnering and growing, you know, within, if, you know, opportunities persist within them, or even just growing my business under their models and whatnot, and intertwining with them, because they are, this is why I chose them, and just being able to see it in person. And it was Steve Fisher. He's their training director, or he's high up in the training directorate. I think he kind of stepped down a little bit so he can move laterally and help grow the company in a different direction. But he's the guy that I was talking about. He's the one that you guys see all the time when you see the, you know, videos and whatnot. He's one of those major people you'll see a lot. The other one is the owner, Tim, who, you know, started this whole thing, and we actually met him. He was, you know, rushing out to go to dinner, but stopped so he could talk to us. And his sister also, she's an executive for the company. She stopped and talked to us for a little bit, and that's the kind of company they are, and that shows a lot. So I mean, for me, just being a lowly, I own my own business, I'm teaching their curriculum. Yeah, I paid them money to be able to do that, and then they blessed me off as a certified instructor. But for them to actually care and invest in us like that, to give us that time, and, you know, sit there and talk to us when, you know, their family's waiting at home or whatever, that speaks volumes to me. But there was a lot more to it than just that. Like, that is a big thing that's huge, and I don't want to discount that, but just the things that we saw and learned while we were in there, and a lot of it I'm not going to share, like, personally, because some of it is their stuff and for the relationships that we have as an instructor and company and all of that. But just a lot of how they act and what they do and what they provide, like, they are here for us as instructors, but they're here for us as Americans and as gun owners and being responsibly armed people. They're there to protect us. We heard stories. There was actually a guy in our class that's used the insurance that they have, and like, it was a completely justified shooting. It was on tape and everything. It didn't end up going to trial or anything, but he made that phone call that a lot of us, you know, are worried about maybe one day having to make. And, you know, he was talking to us about it, and, you know, we met those people that take those phone calls and everything, and, like, just, they're here for us no matter what it is. Like, Tim built this company to be there for the people that serves. Yeah, he wants to make money doing it, but he is there. Like, everything they do is to give back to us in some way, shape, or form. If they're trying to grow it so that they can give us more as a gun-owning citizen. So that was really cool to see. What was also really awesome, and what is different about a lot of companies, is everyone in there, you know, for the most part, you have to know the curriculum. You have to be, it's not cultish or anything like that, but everyone has the same beliefs and they're all kind of on the same page. So even the support dudes or the sales dudes or the IT dudes, they're all certified instructors. And
1.25 miles.
I can't think of the term that they use right now, but they, the instructor trainers, they have a name for that, but they're certified to teach us the instructor course that I'm going through right now. It's a support dude that works there, and he's trained to do that. Like, he's dual-hatted. They have to know that curriculum. They have guys that know the curriculum, and then those are who takes the phone calls. So they know, you know, his main job is to sit there and, you know, if I call in as an instructor and I have a question about something, he knows that, he's instructed that, he knows how to teach that, and he can give me the answer that I need. Like, that just blew my mind when I learned that.
Exit right,
so,
turn right.
I mean, I don't know, it was really cool. The building is awesome. A lot of the people are working remotely now, and they were going to expand the building, and now they're not, because they learned that they can, you know, do really well working remotely. But
turn right.
it's just, it was so cool to, you know, have them embrace us and be like, yeah, sure, you guys can come into our headquarters and, you know, our CEO will meet you and talk to you. And like, he was literally on his way out the door. Steve yelled down the hallway at him, and he stopped and he came and took selfies with people. Like, I didn't get a selfie because it's kind of weird and awkward.
Continue
but
on route.
like, if I would have asked him, he would have gladly done that. There were a handful of students that were like, hey man, you know, while I'm here, can I get a picture with you? And if you guys don't know Tim, he is like, he's a big to-do. If you know anything about guns, like, look up Tactical Tim on YouTube. That's where he started. And then he had this brilliant idea of insurance, and then grew a whole freaking company that provides insurance and training and all of this to people so that we're safe, responsible gun owners. And, you know, if you followed any of the stuff that I say on my business and all of that, like, that's why I started it. I want to keep growing. You know, people freaked out during this pandemic and went out and bought guns and stuff, and now maybe they don't know how to use it or whatever. And I want everyone to be able to use their right to bear arms and do that safely and responsibly. So to see that I am choosing to teach curriculum from a company that at their core is very similar to my beliefs, and like, that's what they prided themselves on. And, you know, I kind of knew that before going into it, but now to actually have been there and seen it firsthand, like, that speaks volumes to me as an instructor and as someone that carries and all that kind of stuff and believes in our freedoms and stuff. So it was really cool. It was a great experience. But it also challenged me a lot, because with COVID again, like, I'm struggling right now as an instructor. And yes, it's my dream to be able to do this and teach this, and like, I would love that to be my all-time everyday job, and I wouldn't do it as a hobby side business kind of thing. But the biggest thing is like being able to reach out to you guys and help you, you know, learn stuff. Like, that's what Tim started his business on, and that's what I want to do. And I need to figure out what it is. Yeah, I'm having troubles getting classrooms, I'm having troubles finding a range, but there are solutions out there, and I need to do it, you know, figure out the work so that I can better provide for you guys. There's nothing stopping this but myself. And, you know, it opened my eyes a little bit to be able to say, yeah, this is gonna work, I just need to figure out what it is. And like, I'm challenging myself to do better and be better, and that's how my company's gonna grow. I mean, it's a small one-person company, but I think if I can, you know, show you guys and reach you, you know, anyone